Okay, everybody who's like a hair care influencer on here or creator, they talk a lot about hair growth, but they don't talk about something called follicle longevity. So that's what I want to talk about today. That is one of the most important parts of maintaining thick, healthy, long hair in the first place and long term. For my credentials, I mean, everybody thinks that I use minoxidil or have extensions. My hair doesn't even fit in the frame. And this is my full transformation. I've been in this industry now for almost a decade. So if you need any help, send me a message. My consults are free. My DMs are currently open. And I do have over 5,200 clients and I have a chemistry degree. So your hair follicle is a living mini organ inside of your scalp. And it repeatedly cycles through the active growth phase, a transition, a resting phase, and a shedding phase. A healthy follicle can continue producing new hair for literal decades, but the quality of each hair growth cycle depends heavily on the environment surrounding that follicle. When your scalp is chronically inflamed or congested, maybe it's nutritionally depleted or maybe it's hormonally affected. Even if it's exposed to ongoing oxidative stress, your growth phase can become shorter. The follicle may begin producing hairs that are finer, weaker, shorter, even less pigmented than hairs that were produced before. Over time, this can show up as reduced density, a wider part, thinner ponytail, or hair that just doesn't seem to grow as long as it used to. I like to focus on follicle health before thinning is actually a visible issue, and especially before it becomes severe. The goal shouldn't ever be to force temporary growth, which is kind of what minoxidil does. The goal is to create this environment where your follicle can remain active, resilient, and just overall capable of producing these stronger hairs through as many healthy growth cycles as possible. So then your scalp is constantly clean without stripping the productive layer. It means managing the excess oil and buildup, itching, flaking, inflammation instead of just ignoring it. It also means supporting your circulation and then using targeted ingredients because you want to help protect your follicle from oxidative stress and even the signals that are associated with premature shedding. For instance, caffeine, it helps support follicle activity, while antioxidant-rich botanical compounds help defend the scalp from environmental stress. Peptides, red clover-derived ingredients, like those in Capixyl, which I love and talk about, they're often used in formulas that help support the anchoring process around the follicle, and that maintains fuller looking hair. Consistent scalp care is so important because the changes that happen are biologically slow. What you do today can affect the visible quality months later. But I do also like to focus on the hair fiber itself because growing new hair means very little if it's breaking off even faster. Healthy hair requires follicle support, but then also protection of your strands. You obviously can't control every single factor of hair loss. There's genetics and hormones and illness, medications, stress, rapid weight loss, nutrient deficiencies, and autoimmune conditions. You obviously can be proactive about supporting the environment that your follicles are growing in. Anyways, if you need any help beyond my videos, feel free to send me a message. Bye.